Hi guys. Today as you can see, I'm filming from a different location than you're used to. Well, I'm filming in my parents' and I's living room because they're not here right now. And yeah, they've gone somewhere for a little while. And thought I'd film in here. Um and so if it's a little more jumpy than usual, it's because I'm holding my laptop on my legs, and so it's not a steady thing. Sorry, I keep looking. I've always done that because it's just seeing myself. It's like weird. Anyways, today I thought I'd make a video that I had actually made before but I had never actually put on YouTube before. I've got quite a bit of videos that I made a whole bunch of, but I've never actually uploaded them. So, I'm going to try to find the videos. Well, I'm just going to delete all of them, except for this one, of course. Because once I've got it up to YouTube, I'm not going to worry about deleting it. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about my nephew and why I love being an aunt. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of him. One of my first pictures I have of him, or one of the first pictures that was ever taken of me holding him. It's actually the first time I got to hold him. But we actually had a picture of me holding him, and it wasn't, I mean, I don't look the best, but I look happy. But I'm not going to show you that one because that would take a little while, too long to get to it. Now, here's the one. I know it's not the best quality, sorry. It's just that it's on Twitter and on my phone, and I can't get to it. I can't, I don't have a physical picture. And that's Grant. His name is Grant Franklin McQueen. That was from when he was born, like I said. I'm going to unplug my phone for a minute, so it'll be 10 times easier. Oh, there it is. Now, this is from just about 2 weeks ago when my mom and dad were at the beach before I came down there, and I thought I'd show you the picture that she sent me. Like I said, sorry about the quality. I know it's not the best. There's a lot of reflection and stuff, what you see. But that's my nephew. But if you really want to get a good picture of it, look at my profile pic. That's actually of me holding my nephew. It was in April, I want to say. I can't remember exactly. Let me see. I have the same picture. Yeah, it was in April. So yeah, you can look at that picture. It's just one of the cutest pictures of me and my nephew. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, I love my nephew. This is my first nephew. I don't have a niece either. This is my sister's first child, my only sister. Don't have brothers. Well, I have a brother-in-law. He's kind of like a brother, but not exactly. Don't treat him. Well, anyways, yeah. So this is the first time. This is my parents' first grandchild. And they were really, really happy. They both retired now, so they get to see him. Well, maybe not more than they would. Well, yes, some more than they would. But, so yeah, I still remember the day, not exactly the day my sister told me that my nephew was going to be born. Oh, and by the way, he'll be 9 months old in 5 days on the 28th of this month, June 28th. Oh God, I can't believe he'll be 9 months old. Like I said, it seems like only yesterday my sister was actually telling, well, maybe not yesterday, but it seems like it was only a few months ago my sister was telling me, had what she did. It's really cute what she did. She actually what she did is we were supposed to go meet her, but then my mom we were going to go meet her and my brother-in-law at a restaurant, meet about halfway because she lives about 2 hours away from here. We were going to meet halfway, and she was going to, she had something for my mom, and I think it was, no, it wasn't Mother's Day. Anyways, she just had something she wanted to give my mom. My mom said she had a little idea, and I think she actually did. She thought it might have could been that my sister was pregnant, but she's like, nah. Well, my mom got sick, so we didn't get to go. So my sister was like, oh, well, I got something I want to show you. So she sent us a text, and it was a frame for my mom. It's what she was giving her a present. And it was a frame, it said baby on the side, and in the picture was a sonogram. And that was of my nephew. And actually, if you look on this channel over a year ago, before I did all this stuff with all these videos and everything, there's actually a video that I took of my sister's gender reveal party that they had in May of last year. And we were all so excited. We got to find out whether it was a girl or a boy, and of course it was a boy. And then I really actually, with pretty good clarity, I remember, maybe not like my feelings and stuff, but I remember the day my nephew was born. My sister had called the night before and said that it felt like she was having contractions, but she thought it might be Braxton Hicks, because it was a week before my sister was actually due to give birth. And my mom was like, okay, wait until she had come, my mom, and my mom said, just wait until tomorrow morning, and if you're still having him, then go to the hospital. So we thought, oh, well, she's probably right, they're probably Braxton Hicks. I was like, I mean, I didn't think they were I knew enough about Braxton Hicks contractions because I had taken enough courses. I took some courses about it. Anyways, sorry about that. So then oh yeah, so the next day I was going with my church to, we were doing some cleanup at a children's home a couple of towns away, and my sister had texted my dad that morning and said that she was still having the contractions. We were like, okay, that's fine. Said, now and we were like, okay, we'll leave the hospital after, we'll leave from our house, from here where I am right now, after they are on their way to the hospital, because we knew we'd have plenty of time. And like I said, I was going with my church, and I was like, I really don't want to go, but my mom and dad were like, yeah, you need to go, just go ahead and go. And my mom's like, if I absolutely need to, I will pick you up from there, and then we'll go from there. Well, so I got finished with my church. We came back to the church, and my mom, she had my car, so she came and sorry, I got an itch. I get lots of mosquito bites, but I don't think that's what it's from. It's just one of those psychological things. Ooh. Anyways, so my mom came, and I had asked her while we were at the thing, I had texted her when I was on a break, or I think we were at lunch or something. I said, why don't you go ahead and pack my stuff? And she's like, sure. Well, we went home, and then I think yeah, it wasn't long after. It was either they had called before. No. They called when we got home. We barely were at home. I think maybe my sister texted my dad or something. She texted one of us and said, we're on the way to the hospital. So when we got home, my dad or somebody, or my sister, one of them, texted and said, we're on the way, they're on the way to the hospital, we're on the way, whatever. That they were on the way to the hospital. So as soon as we got home, my mom and I had to go right back to town because we had to go. My dad was taking his car to the train station because he had to work at the time, and so so he was going to come back on the train. So we dropped him off at the train. We picked him up from his car, or after he got in his car, we picked him after he'd taken his car to the station. We all went up to where she was going to be having the baby. And those few hours, it was, she went into labor, just not like active labor. She went to active labor that morning, that Saturday morning. Then, sorry, at, I'm thinking 10:21. I can't remember it's somewhere. I think that was the time, or 10:31, something like that. I think 10:21 or 10:20, something like that. I don't know. That night, she had her baby, and I got to meet my nephew for the very first time. Oh gosh, I spent 10 minutes talking about the whole thing. I was going to tell you why I love being an aunt. Anyways, I still will. So, like I said, as you can see, I have pretty clear, maybe not the most perfect clarity, but I have pretty good detailed memory, a pretty good detailed memory of my sister, the day my nephew was born. I love my nephew. He actually, we found out this past Saturday, we found out he's actually just started crawling. Oh, I don't know about anybody else. Well, I'm sure I know from a lot of people, but there isn't, when you have, especially when there's a baby in your life that's more close than like just children you know and stuff, there's nothing to me like finding out that what they're doing and everything. I love my nephew. But I tell you, one of the best things I have seen, I just love being an aunt, but one of the best things I love about being an aunt is when especially within the last few months, when my nephew sees me. Like, for example, when I went to the beach this 2 weeks ago, I was going on a date, and I didn't think I was going to get to see my sister a couple of days before. I was going to get to see her at all while she and my nephew were at the beach. Found out, she said, if I came in early, which I did, by the way, if I came in really early that morning, or as early as I could, if I left early enough, she would stay for a little while and then go back home because she wanted to see my brother-in-law. Anyways, so I did. Well, when I got there, I saw one of the best things. When my nephew saw me, he got the biggest grin on his face I have ever seen. It's like, she's here. He was just like, I could tell, like, he was just like, that person, what I think he was saying, or he was thinking, he's like, that person that makes goofy faces at me. Because I'm one of those aunts that I like to make silly faces at my nephew all the time. And he lights up and gets all happy. I'm getting kind of, there's just, I mean, I think the only way it's going to be topped for me is the day my nephew's born. I mean, not the day I have my own children. Hopefully. Yeah, someday I hope to have children. But yeah, there's nothing like the feeling of having a child see you and just give you the biggest smile in the world, no matter how old they are. I love it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get a little too emotional. I'm just happy that he loves seeing me. Anyway, so yeah, and it's just so great when you don't have your own children. It just makes it so great when you have a niece or nephew or whatever. And I can't wait till he's the age where he's going to be like, when he sees me, he's like, Aunt Holly, Aunt Holly, and running towards me and wanting me to pick him up and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I love it. I can't wait for him to get a little older, and I can't wait for my sister to have another one someday. She said she is going to have one within the next 1 or 2 years, possibly, which would be really, really nice for me. Well, really, I know she'd love to. It really doesn't matter whether I want it or not. It's her choice. But yeah, they want to have another child. I would love for it to be a little girl, because you can get girls all dressed up and just have fun. But yeah, I love being an aunt, and even though I haven't been able to I can't do much with my nephew yet, because, like I said, we live about 2.5 hours away, and so that's kind of hard to, well, not 2.5 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think. It's when he comes here when he's a little bit older, it's gonna be so much fun because you like Aunt Holly, or whatever, however he calls me. Like, I don't know what he'll call me. He might call me Lolly. That's what my two cousins, who were twins when I was about 11 and they were about, well, they 12, something like that. They're like, Lolly. That's what they called me. I thought that was so precious. God, I can't believe they're 12 now. Oof. Sorry, I just think, my finger just popped and it hurt. Sorry, didn't mean to, I don't know why it popped like that. Anyways, so, yeah, like I said, I love my nephew. And I get to see him on July 4th. He and my sister are coming in for our, in the town near where I live, there's a 4th of July parade that they do every year. And they have all kinds of rides at it. It's kind of like a little mini fair in a way. And it's for a family reunion, though. And then the next day we're going to go to the local park, or one of the local parks, and we're going to ride a merry-go-round with him for the first time. He's never ridden one. Of course he hasn't. But of course he's not riding on the horses. We're just going to sit him on the seat. And then he gets to ride his train that they have a little miniature train that goes around. It's really neat. Anyway, so we're excited. And I'm kind of excited because it actually means it's his first 4th of July his first 4th of July, and we get to spend it with him. Yay! And yeah, gosh, took 17 minutes. And so yeah, that's basically what I want to tell you about being an aunt. Like I said, I love it. I can't wait till he's older and I can do more stuff. Of course, I'm going to be the aunt who I would like to think I would be the aunt who would do whatever I wanted to with him. If Mama says, don't do that, of course, aunts are supposed to do everything Mama tells them not to. But in reality, I will probably do what she tells me to. I would love to be the aunt who just, like, when he's, like, in middle school or something, he wants to ride the biggest roller coaster. I say, sure. He goes, rides it, gets sick. Like, I told you. You knew that's what was going to happen. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be like that. I'm probably going to be like, no, your mama said no. Your mama said you're not allowed to ride it, so I can't let you ride it. But who knows? I'll see what type of aunt I'm going to be. And yeah, so, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you could see some of the pictures. You could look on, if you follow me on Twitter, you could probably actually see the photos. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Tumblr, and to subscribe, please. I love getting subscribers. It's one of my favorite things. What else? Oh, and I just want to tell you, I'm going to give it a little, quick little, shout out to this brand new, or well, not brand new, it's like within the last couple months. There's this new, web series called The New Adventures of Peter and Wendy. It's a modern adaptation of Peter Pan, as you can tell, and it's a romantic comedy. It's really, really good. You can look it up on YouTube, and it's really, really good. And don't forget to tell me, and I want to hear what you love about being an aunt or an uncle, and what's one of your favorite memories from when you first got, like, from your time spent with your nieces or nephews. And I will talk to you later. Bye.